We are back for episode 6 of the Getsum podcast, where we talk all things Dud Dynasty. It's a big one. We got a playoff episode where we get to crown 2 teams who are guaranteed into the money stage. Yeah, Team Andy, it was not your week. It was far from your week. 88 points. Burrow gave you 7. McCaffrey gave you 15. At least A-Chain gave you a game. Watson got hurt, so tough situation there. Egbuka wasn't great. Gesicki was terrible for your own fault. Smith was terrible. Ramondre Stevenson, 6 carries. I mean, there's very few teams that would probably be starting him. And Matt Prater, he got hurt, it looks like. I did not know that. When did he get hurt? Won't kick due to a quad. When the flip did this guy get hurt? Because he kicked all their PATs. Either way, they didn't kick a flipping field goal because they were down all game and needed to score touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, looking at their bench, I mean, they missed out on Darren Waller. That's actually kind of funny. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if they started Darren Waller. But I did not realize somebody picked up Darren Waller after the Tuggers dropped him. And as far as Bishop Sycamore, it was a lot of greatness here. I mean, Marcus Mariota was a questionable start, but hey, I mean, Marcus Mariota, he's that guy. Bijan Robinson, big game. Breece Hall. Breece Hall's been a little bit questionable in the start of his tenure with Bishop Sycamore, but I have a feeling he's going to get it going farther into the playoffs, as he has had some big playoff games. As 2 years ago, in week 15 and 16, he combined for nearly 60 points. Yeah, he's had some big playoff games in the past. Jackson Smith and Jigba had a pretty good game. Chris Olave. Yeah, this team, their contingency on wide receivers from Ohio State. That's wide receiver U for a reason, guys. You need wide receivers from Ohio State. I mean, look at this. I mean, you got, of these 4 wide receivers, 3 of them are from Ohio State, because Ohio State just brings in the best wide receivers in the country. Off on that tangent. Dalton Schultz. Yeah, somehow this guy's been the best guy in that pickup. Who would have thought? Yeah, maybe he was smart not picking up Kelce. I mean, there was a offer on the table, I can guarantee you, that for Travis Kelce for him, and he didn't take it. He was smart. He went out and got Dalton Schultz. Yeah, that was a smart pickup. Jaylen Warren didn't have a great game, but he'll figure it out. Tyrone Tracy had a big game. It was a big start for him, and he did his job. Caleb Williams, lost him about 4 points not starting him, but as far as everybody else, I mean, he missed out on Godwin, but wouldn't say he missed out too much because he still won by a fuckload, so it didn't matter. Either way, Mo Murda's moving on, and they will be facing Kentucky Fried Pickles in the playoffs. They will be hosted by Kentucky Fried Pickles. That is 2 9-5 teams. Dolly Parton would love that one, but we're on to the next game. We got Steel Curtain versus Asheville Altitude. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The hottest team normally wins in the postseason, and nobody is questioning who the hottest team is right now. Yes, they lost Patrick Mahomes. They still scored 180 points. I mean, it's not like he would have scored much more points unless he somehow got them that touchdown or got him in field goal range or something. But either way, field goal range wouldn't have got him much more points. It would have got him just a few more, maybe. But either way, what is going on? The Steel Curtain, ever since like week 8, I think, have just went crazy. I'm going to check that after we go over this here. We're going to look at how the Steel Curtain have played because, yeah, you don't want to draw the Steel Curtain in the playoffs. That is obvious as Asheville Altitude. I mean, they didn't have a great game, but it's very rare you lose by 66 points. And it's not like it was really their fault. I mean, they scored 114 points. It's just nearly impossible to beat a 180-point team. Like, what the hell? Let's, like, give a team a chance. Either way, yeah, let's get into Asheville Altitude. Drake May had a very good game. Derrick Henry had only 11 touches for Derrick Henry's questionable, but, I mean, they were up most of the game, so that would explain it, honestly. Chase Brown, 16 points. Also, this is one thing I hate about some fantasy leagues. I mean, I personally like the scoring, but he had 100 yards and he only gets 10 points. That kind of sucks. Either way, a little bit of a tangent, but it was just something I looked at. Chase Brown, he had a good game. Chase had a good game. Wilson had a good game. Bowers didn't play like Bowers. DK didn't do too great. Jaden Higgins had a really tough game. McLaughlin had a good game. Rams defense let him down. I mean, he missed out on having... Damn, he had some good guys on his bench. I mean, probably still wouldn't have won anyways, but... I mean, he left 20.8. Let's figure out how many points he left on his bench. All right, just calculated it. Yeah, he left 40 points on his bench, taking out Henry, DK, and Higgins. So it was 56.4 points he left on his bench there, and I took out the 1.4, 5, and 10. It would have gotten him an extra 40 points, so he would have had 154.4. Yeah, he still would have lost by almost 30 points. Tough draw. Yeah, you got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, this guy's just incredible. It is going to be tough to see him not on the field until like October, possibly next year. It's looking like, because it looks like it's about a 9-month recovery. It's an ACL/LCL tear. It's something you don't want to deal with, and something you don't want to rush back from either. It's also probably going to make Travis Kelce probably retire, which also sucks, but we'll get on to other stuff. Travis Etienne, well, yeah, Travis Etienne, yeah, since him joining this team, yeah, he has had some big games since joining. I'm pretty sure they acquired him in, like, week 11. Yeah, he's had a great game every game since, aside from the game against Tennessee, and that just was not a good situation for him. But either way, I mean, yeah, most things are working out for them. DeAndre Swift had a big game. Rashee Rice had not even a big game, but he did his job. Devontae Adams was battling injuries in and out and still had a good game. Trey McBride is just Trey McBride. This dude's going to be good either way, whether this team is down 50 or up 50. You just never know. I mean, either way, this guy has scored over 12 points, it looks like, in every game but one. 2. Either way, 10.8 is not bad out of a tight end. I mean, this guy's playing like a wide receiver as a tight end. I mean, that's something that is just great to have in your tight end spot. You got Wan'Dale Robinson, you got Terry McLaurin, you got Brandon Aubrey. You missed 2 kicks, but still got him a fuckload of points, so it didn't matter. And yeah, I mean, he left some guys on his bench, it looks like. I mean, he left some points at quarterback. Left 19.2 from Evans. Jeez, he could have had a lot of points. So the 19.2 from Evans. So let's say he sat Devontae Adams instead. So Devontae Adams had 11.1. And you would be getting an extra 8 points there. And you would have about 9 points from CJ Stroud. He wouldn't have got into the 200 range, but he was really close if he would have started the right guys. But in all situations, I mean, the lineup he started did a very good job, and there was not a lot of certainty with DeAndre Swift with Kyle Monangai taking some carries. But Kyle Monangai had a hard time getting in the end zone once and led to a DJ Moore touchdown, and that hurt him. Let's take a look at Steel Curtain's schedule as of recent. I'm having a bit of an issue just pulling up their schedule as is, but we're going to go from like week 9 on. So they scored 142, but got a loss in this one. They avenged that game right here. They avenged it very well. Week 10, where are they? 158, yeah. Week 11, 111. That was their one bad game they've had as of recent. That wasn't even bad. 155, 195, 123 and got a win, and now 180.16. Yeah, this is a team you do not want to play. I think that's clear. This is a team you want to avoid, and the number 1 seed, Chris, they got their hands tied up for him. Turd Ferguson versus Steel Curtain. That's going to be a big matchup. We got 2 big matchups for you next week. We're going to go over those Wednesday. We got Turd Ferguson versus Steel Curtain, and we got Kentucky Fried Pickles versus Bishop Sycamore. Those are some big games coming up, but that's all I got for you today. See ya and goodbye.